without Caitlin Clark. They had 19 in the one game and 16 in their previous game without CC even playing. I can't remember the last time they had that many damn turnovers with Caitlin Clark being on the basketball court. Now, there has been this notion, like I stated, that the Fever are better without Caitlin. Jeff Teague stated this last week, and I'm here to tell you, he went on air and said this ish again, and I don't know why this Caitlin hate train is starting to pick up steam.
The Indiana Fever organization and fan base eagerly anticipate Caitlin Clark's comeback as her rehabilitation progresses successfully. Recent media appearances by head coach Stephanie White have provided insight into Clark's expected role upon her return and the strategic advantages her presence brings to the team dynamics. Currently maintaining an 8-7 record during Clark's absence, the Fever demonstrates resilience while clearly missing elements that their star player provides. Prior to her injury, the team held an impressive 8-5 record with Clark in the lineup, suggesting her impact extends beyond basic statistical contribution.
Hate train is starting to pick up steam. It's actually starting to get views, and this is crazy because when a person is not present, I don't know, man. But let's just play this clip real quick, man, about Caitlin Clark. Let's roll it.
24. Easy. Yeah, Natasha Howard handling business 21-5-5. She been going crazy. Leah Boston had 16-12 as well. Sophie Cunningham had 17.
Did CC play?
Nah.
I wonder why they on a 5-game win streak, but let's keep it going.
What's up?
Coach White recently appeared on ESPN to discuss Clark's anticipated return and her evolving role within the team structure. White emphasized the gravitational effect Clark creates on opposing defenses, noting how multiple defenders consistently focus on her positioning and movement. This defensive attention creates enhanced scoring opportunities for teammates through improved spacing and higher percentage shot attempts. The coaching staff recognizes Clark's defensive versatility as another crucial element. Her length and size provide flexibility in defensive schemes that become unavailable during her absence. These physical attributes allow for varied defensive alignments and matchup advantages that strengthen the team's overall defensive identity.
I wonder why they on a 5-game win streak, but let's keep it going.
What's up?
They playing better without her?
Right, as of this year, you can say that, yes. But hey, stay out of locker room. The Mercury,
For real.
yeah,
when I speak, I
real.
always speak the gospel, bro.
I respect it. 24, easy.
Yeah, and like they steady pushing this narrative. Jamie said once again, former NBA All-Star Teague is talking about the Fever and Caitlin Clark. Jeff, I'll respect your take more if you actually watched our games. Asking if CC is playing shows you don't. It's non-Fever.
White highlighted how Clark's court vision and decision-making facilitate improved offensive flow. Her ability to process defensive rotations quickly and deliver accurate passes to open teammates creates a multiplicative effect on offensive efficiency. This playmaking dimension appears particularly valuable given recent turnover struggles during her absence. Statistical evidence supports concerns about offensive consistency without Clark. Recent games have shown concerning turnover totals, with 19 turnovers in one contest and 16 in another. These numbers represent significant increases compared to typical performance when Clark orchestrates the offense, indicating her importance in maintaining possession and offensive rhythm.
It's non-Fever fans pushing the better without CC narrative, and I'm telling you, man, this is definitely the truth. It's a bunch of people pushing this narrative that they're better without Caitlin. I don't know why this is a thing, but it just is. And it's unfortunate, man. It truly, truly, truly is. The Indiana Fever have their best record they've had in over 10 years, and Caitlin Clark has something to do with that, man. They was 8-5 with Caitlin. At the end of the day, no matter how many
external commentary has generated debate about the team's performance during Clark's absence. Former NBA player Jeff Teague suggested the Fever might perform better without her, pointing to their current winning streak as evidence. However, this perspective overlooks critical context regarding overall performance metrics and long-term sustainability. The mathematical reality contradicts narratives suggesting improvement without Clark. While the team has managed to compile wins during her absence, they have also accumulated 7 losses compared to 5 losses when she was active. This comparison suggests that peak performance requires her contributions, despite temporary success during her recovery period. Recovery timeline projections indicate a potential return around August 17th to 20th, based on standard rehabilitation protocols for her specific injury type. Medical staff emphasizes the importance of complete healing to prevent setbacks that could jeopardize long-term availability. The organization prioritizes full recovery over expedited return timelines. Practice participation has begun as Clark was observed during recent team activities and shoot-around sessions. Her presence at the Seattle game warm-up suggests progression through rehabilitation milestones, though full practice integration appears to require additional time before competitive return. The anticipated timeline includes approximately 2 weeks of full practice participation before game action resumes. This preparation period allows for conditioning restoration, timing refinement with teammates, and tactical integration of any scheme modifications implemented during her absence. Historical context adds significance to the team's current success trajectory. The Fever's performance represents their best stretch since 2012, coinciding with their last championship season. This parallel suggests potential for sustained excellence if health issues can be managed effectively throughout the remaining schedule. Recent games have showcased contributions from supporting cast members who have elevated their play during Clark's absence. Natasha Howard delivered a standout performance with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Aaliyah Boston contributed 16 points and 12 rebounds, while Sophie Cunningham added 17 points to demonstrate the team's developing depth. However, shooting consistency remains a concern that Clark's return could address. Recent contests have featured poor shooting performances that highlight the need for her offensive creation and spacing effects. Her ability to generate high-quality looks for teammates through defensive attention could alleviate some shooting struggles. The franchise's connection to Indiana basketball culture adds emotional significance to White's coaching tenure. As a former player on the original Fever team and the first championship squad, she understands the organizational expectations and community investment in success. Her collaboration with front office leadership creates continuity between past achievements and current aspirations. Playoff positioning becomes increasingly important as the season progresses. The team's ability to maintain competitive standards during Clark's absence positions them favorably for postseason qualification, but peak performance likely requires her return. The combination of her individual excellence and the growth shown by teammates during her absence could create an enhanced product. Defensive improvements during her absence demonstrate the team's capacity for adaptation and growth. However, the offensive limitations and turnover concerns suggest that maximum effectiveness requires her facilitating abilities and decision-making under pressure. The narrative surrounding team performance without star players often oversimplifies complex basketball dynamics. While role players have stepped up admirably, sustainable championship-level performance typically requires the best players available and healthy. Clark's return should complement rather than diminish the growth shown by teammates during this challenging period. Media speculation and external opinions continue generating discussion about optimal roster. Clark's approach differs dramatically from typical rookie experiences. While most newcomers enter the league cautiously, seeking gradual acceptance and adjustment periods, Clark arrived with immediate confidence and unwavering determination. Her style demands recognition through spectacular long-range shooting and visionary passing that few players can execute. The spotlight found Clark naturally rather than through manufactured promotion. Her commanding presence has attracted attention from established NBA figures who rarely comment on women's basketball. This recognition represents something beyond typical rookie acclaim. It suggests historical significance in real time. Multiple basketball legends have offered unprecedented praise for Clark's contributions. Larry Bird, known for measured commentary, has expressed clear admiration for her competitive spirit and refusal to back down from challenges. His approval carries particular weight given his own legendary status and selective nature regarding public endorsements. Stephen A. Smith, among sports media's most prominent voices, has repeatedly highlighted Clark's prioritization of league promotion over personal advancement. This approach demonstrates maturity beyond her years and understanding of her platform's broader implications for women's basketball development. Magic Johnson has drawn direct parallels between Clark's current impact and the transformational effect he and Bird created during the 1980s NBA Renaissance. Such comparisons suggest recognition of generational talent capable of elevating an entire sports profile and cultural relevance. Coach Mike Krzyzewski has expressed enthusiasm about Clark's basketball intelligence and passing ability. His perspective carries significant weight given his experience developing elite talent throughout decades of coaching at the highest levels. He specifically praised her court vision and ability to enhance teammates' performance. International recognition has emerged through players like Luka Doncic, who identify identified Clark as his preferred women's basketball player without hesitation. This acknowledgement from current NBA superstars demonstrates respect that transcends league boundaries and gender divisions within professional basketball. Media personalities have placed Clark alongside cultural phenomena like Tiger Woods, LeBron James, and Taylor Swift. These comparisons suggest impact beyond athletic achievement, the ability to generate mainstream attention and shift public perception about entire industries or entertainment categories. Former NBA players have noted the increased scrutiny Clark faces from officials and critics. Marshall Thompson suggested that referees sometimes overcorrect when officiating her games, attempting to avoid perceptions of favorable treatment while inadvertently creating opposite bias. Jeff Teague has addressed the competitive tensions surrounding Clark's success, questioning why excellence should generate resentment rather than appreciation. His commentary highlights how exceptional performance sometimes creates uncomfortable dynamics among peers and competitors. Gilbert Arenas has characterized Clark's confidence as weaponized competitive advantage. Her willingness to display swagger and back up bold gestures with consistent performance creates psychological pressure on opponents, while entertaining audiences seeking authentic competitive. WNBA veterans like Cynthia Cooper have expressed excitement about potential matchups featuring Clark in prominent settings. The anticipation surrounding her All-Star Game participation demonstrates how individual players can elevate entire events and create must-see television moments. LeBron James has publicly acknowledged Clark's achievements through social media recognition. His selective praise carries enormous significance given his own experience managing intense scrutiny and expectations throughout 2 decades of elite performance. Rashad McCants has made bold claims about Clark's current standing within basketball culture, suggesting she already operates at a level typically reserved for established superstars. Such assertions reflect the rapid pace of her ascension and immediate impact on league visibility. The pressure accompanying Clark's prominence extends beyond typical rookie experiences. Every action receives magnified attention, creating scenarios where routine plays become highlight material and minor infractions generate major controversy. Clark's response to increased scrutiny has impressed observers familiar with superstar pressures. Rather than retreating from confrontation or moderating her aggressive style, she has maintained consistent intensity while handling media obligations professionally. Her influence on league attendance and viewership represents measurable impact beyond individual statistics. Games featuring Clark generate increased ticket sales, television ratings, and social media engagement compared to typical matchups involving similar teams. The commercial implications of Clark's popularity extend throughout women's professional basketball. Jersey sales, merchandise demand, and sponsor interest have increased significantly, creating financial opportunities that benefit the entire league ecosystem. Critics and supporters agree that Clark's presence has accelerated conversations about women's basketball that previously occurred only within niche communities. Mainstream sports media now regularly features WNBA content, largely driven by interest in her performances and storylines. Her playing style combines individual brilliance with team-oriented decision-making. This balance allows her to showcase spectacular individual skills while maintaining team chemistry and competitive success that validates her approach. The expectations surrounding Clark's continued development create fascinating questions about sustained excellence under intense pressure. Her early success establishes benchmarks that will define her career trajectory and historical legacy. Basketball analysts note how Clark's confidence and competitive spirit mirror traits of previous superstars who transformed their respective eras. This psychological makeup appears essential for managing the unique pressures accompanying transformational athletic careers. Her impact on young players and fan development cannot be quantified through traditional metrics. The inspiration she provides to aspiring athletes and casual fans represents long-term value for women's basketball that extends far beyond current statistics. Media coverage of Clark's career reflects broader changes in how women's sports receive attention and resources. Her success has prompted increased investment in marketing, production quality, and analytical coverage that benefits all league participants. The timing of Clark's emergence coincides with broader cultural shifts regarding women's sports recognition and commercial viability. Her individual excellence has accelerated these trends while demonstrating the entertainment value of elite women's basketball. Looking forward, Clark's continued development will likely determine whether her early impact represents sustained transformation or temporary elevation. The pressure to maintain current standards while continuing improvement creates unique challenges for both player and organization. Her legacy discussion has begun remarkably early in her professional career, suggesting that her impact already transcends typical rookie accomplishments. Whether this early recognition proves prescient or premature will depend on her sustained excellence over multiple seasons. The basketball community's response to Clark demonstrates how individual excellence can shift entire sport narratives. Her presence has forced reconsideration of women's basketball's commercial potential and